All right. Welcome to another episode of Tell It Right, episode 81. This is Mike, and across the internet, Mr. fucking Jared. How you doing?
I'm here. I'm across the interwebs. I'm a digital version of myself. I'm just ones and zeros on a screen right
Fuck yeah, dude. Are
now.
you are you ready to have the greatest fucking podcast ever tonight?
I mean, aren't we always having the greatest podcast ever?
It
I
just gets
mean,
greater. It just gets greater as they keep going on. As we keep going up the chain.
yeah, it's
Up
just
the
it's
ch-
cumulative.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, everybody, thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you're checking out tellitRightPodcast.com. We got some good merch coming up on there, if not already up there. Still kind of working on the little details on that, but I'm fucking excited for our new shirt, Jared. I don't know about you, but
You
it's
want to
gonna.
get deets on it?
Uh, not yet, not yet. I want to
Okay.
make sure it's up and live when I give deets on it.
Yeah.
But no, this was a random Sunday, and it just came to me, man. I don't know how and why. I looked it up online, got some ideas, drew my own concept, and oh, having a professional actually clean it all up. They're fucking thrilled. So
When they tell you they want to have nothing to do with it as far as name
yeah,
involved, you know it's bad.
the artist we've involved in this is anonymous as of right now. So
Yeah.
until they give us permission and want to have some credit for
Yeah.
helping us out here, you know, they're anonymous. But yeah, guys, check out tellitrightpodcast.com though, with our content up there. Stay up to date. What else? What else we got? We got the TikToks. You know, make sure you get on the TikToks. TikTok's been fucking shadow banning us fucking lately,
Yeah.
dude. Oh my
That means we're that good. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. It's well, you know what? That's the thing. I haven't put out TikToks for a while. That's been on the low. So I think that's definitely something that's probably set that account back. I'm not really too worried about it because like we get a lot of, feedback on YouTube. So when we do the YouTube shorts, there's quite a few people that actually see those. So
Hmm.
grateful for that, but fuck you TikTok and your censorous bullshit and whatnot. No, I think with TikTok nowadays, I think literally it's at the point where you have to literally buy your views, and like that's not even a guarantee either, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fuck TikTok, but we're still posted there. If you want to
Yeah.
check it out,
Got to get
follow
on
us.
that Instagram reels and shit.
Yeah, well, we're on that. I mean, every time we post to Facebook too, it'll go into
Yeah.
Instagram.
The huge.
Yeah, so we're all there. We're all there. We're here. We're not queer though, so I don't know.
Happens.
But yeah, we recently went to Fan Expo, man.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 years strong.
That's right. Keeping it
Fucking
real for 3 years.
what a fucking show this year. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
I mean, we knew it was going to be pretty nuts when they started having the lineup of guests that they had.
Yeah, Hamill, Christensen,
Hamill. Yeah.
Dawson, like
Yeah. The Star
all.
Wars crowd for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, then they added on Tamura Morrison. That
Yeah.
really added some element there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You got like Giancarlo,
Yeah.
and then you got the huge like the Alan Tudyk. I feel like he's been at least at two of the fan expos we've been to.
Yeah.
But
Probably.
Deadpool's chick Marina Bakarin or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like this is definitely a first for her. But man,
Yeah.
I mean, like fucking the OC guy was there, Ben McKenzie. I didn't know that. I was
Yeah.
like,
He was there.
I wasn't thinking about it because he's in that show Gotham.
Hmm.
They kind of saved him. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so you don't think of him as the OC kid, but then he totally fucking is.
That and Marissa Tomei
Oh
was good.
yeah.
I mean, I think that well, actually probably beyond Mark Hamill, I think the one of the most talked about that I know of was Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. I'm looking at their website right now. They have the
Mhm.
2024 fan fave guests. And well, obviously I'll read it in I was actually kind of reading that in line. So it was Mark Hamill, Hayden
Mhm.
Christensen, Rosario Dawson, Ella Purnell, and then Matthew Lillard. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Elle Purnell. Well, she was popular this year because of Fallout.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
Great
which
fucking show.
actually, yeah, I was gonna say for a Amazon show that is pretty well known for screwing things up. From what I understand, and I knew about Fallout. I never really played the video game, but a lot of
Yeah.
the Fallout people, like that are into like the lore of Fallout and all of this and that,
Hmm.
said that it was a fantastic show, which really then pays homage to the fact that they followed, you know, how it should be.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that probably is, drew the fan base and a lot of the people that probably maybe wouldn't have came to Fan Expo. Now they're like, oh, this chick's gonna be here. She's part of
Yeah.
this whole thing that's actually pretty cool. So
Yeah. No, I mean it was a good lineup. I guess I'm not seeing Michael Bain or his daughter on here.
Michael Bay, yeah,
He didn't
you
fucking
know,
make it. Linda Hamilton barely made it on this list. She's fucking hanging on
yeah,
a thread
which is
right
surprising
there.
because every time I pass by the like autograph line and everything,
Yeah.
Michael Baines was full,
Yeah, it
like
was.
just as long as anybody else's.
Maybe he wasn't asking for that vote. Maybe he was just like, here's your fucking autograph. Get the fuck out of here. And they're all like, oh great, but you're not nice. I'm not gonna give you the vote.
Well,
What
the
if it's
weird one of the weird parts. So he and so that other lady that was in Ahsoka was there. That played the Morgan
oh, the
witch
Morgan
lady.
Fairchild lady?
Yeah. So she
Yeah.
was there, and Michael Bean, I think his name's Bean, that's how you pronounce it. He was actually in The Mandalorian too. He was the guy
Right.
that was the sheriff of that town or whatever that she was living in when she had that spear.
Yeah.
That Ahsoka fought her and got the spear from her,
Right.
and then Mando killed that guy, killed Michael Bean.
Right.
Um, so I mean, he's been in everything: The Terminator, Aliens, Star Wars, like so much shit. He was in Abyss. Have you ever seen the movie Abyss?
Yes, I have.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
It's
with
actually fantastic.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, yeah, and they're underwater and shit, and those
Yeah.
ships and the alien
It,
stuff. The movie's
it, it
fantastic.
always it always freaked me out when they put him in the suit with the weird liquid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
You know that's
air.
real stuff.
Is it really?
Yeah,
So like if you go like deep diving, like you got to be like filled up with this like liquid.
I guess
But
it
like,
was. It was actually um, made by the military for Navy
yeah,
SEALs like deep dive shit. I don't know if they still use it, but it was made and it did work.
that's fucking wild, dude. That would like you literally are drowning, and then all of a sudden you're not dead,
Well, I
and
mean,
you're
think,
breathing.
and they call it out in that movie. I mean, for nine
Yeah,
months, your body breathes amniotic fluid, right? I mean, you're
yeah.
not breathing air.
Oh,
You're in
right,
a
right, yeah.
you're in a uterus, and there's fluid around you, and and like that's why it gets flushed and moved around because that has air in it.
So they recreated the uterus.
You're you're breathing uterus water. I
How
mean,
do
the
we?
concept isn't
How
wild, you
how are
know.
we going to deep dive? Fuck, man. Just like Remember the uterus? We just breathed amniotic fluid, man. Let's just do the same thing, man.
Well,
All
think
right,
of it. You have
man.
to if you're under heavy pressure and you're
Yeah,
trying to expand your lungs,
right.
you know, and the tank on your back is now full of air trying to bring you back to the surface too.
Yeah,
Just have a
it's
bunch of fluid.
interesting.
You can't compress fluid like that,
Yeah,
you know. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Anyways, but yeah, The Abyss was a good movie. But yeah, he was in
Yeah,
that, and so I mean, he's super popular. And I
yeah.
actually saw a term the other day, and I never knew that this was even a thing. But there's people that are fans of the TAP universe, and TAP stands for Terminator, Aliens, and Predator. Like
Okay.
so, fans of
Yeah,
that genre of movie are TAP fans.
yeah.
I thought that was kind of gay, but whatever.
Right.
What are you a fan of? I love tap. Like tap dancing? No, like
I'm in a
tap, like
tap.
Terminator, Alien, Predator.
I'm part of the tap club.
Yeah, I've tried the tap club.
Oh, you're a tap dancer.
No, no.
No, no. What are you talking about? Who else was there? The fucking no soup for you.
The soup Nazi.
Yeah.
That was yeah. That's a lot of the Seinfeld people. Um, what is it? Is it Dwayne Knight? The
Oh, right. Yeah,
Newman,
they got right. And then
Jurassic
Patrick
Park.
Warburton, was Patrick
Yeah,
Warburton there?
yeah, yeah. Joe from Family Guy and David Putty and Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite characters from Seinfeld. When he
Mm.
was when he was the fan of the New Jersey Devils, the Jersey Devils hockey team, and he painted his face.
Yeah.
And they were so Elaine's making fun of him. She's like, "You're a face painter." He's like, "Yeah. What about it? You got to support the team." You know, and he's like going around and like yelling, "The Devils, Devils!" And he was like yelling at a
Yeah,
priest,
yeah.
like, "You got the Devils!"
Oh my
But
god.
like, I still to this day, I gotta always say, sometimes, yeah, you gotta support the team. Like, how
Fucking
many
A.
voices has that dude done? And it's like probably one of the most recognizable voices in Hollywood in general.
Yeah, dude, he's like right there with Clancy. Clancy Brown.
Yeah, yeah, he's that like one off fucking
He was a
really
tick.
unknown fucking actor, but like for the most part, you only know him in Seinfeld as the person he is. All the rest of it is just voice acting. You know, Family Guy, Disney movies. He was some of the. I think he was
What
Hercules or something. Or
remember remember when we were talking about Fallout and I can't remember his name for the life of me, but the actor that played the ghoul
the
or the
Ghoul.
gob, yeah,
The Ghoul. Yeah, I can't think of his name.
he literally says nobody knows who the fuck he is, and I am being honest right now. I'm drawing a blank on his fucking name.
Yeah,
Um,
but I mean, we know who he is. Um,
yeah,
Walton Goggins.
right, Walter Goggins. So,
Walton Goggins.
oh, I thought it's Walter. Whatever, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
The point,
Either way,
the point of
nobody knows who he is anyway.
right. He said that in an interview. Like people will always like call him out. Oh, you're that guy from that one movie or whatever, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. You know, fucking nothing.
I mean, he's in
um,
a bunch of shit. You know
yeah,
what?
he's played in a bunch of sitcoms.
I was watching. So I know he was in The Shield, right? I might
Was
be
he now?
mistaken. I think he was on The Shield. But the other show or a
Venture
movie that
Bros.
I just watched because it just came to Hulu, and I was like, I just need something different.
Yeah.
He was in Shanghai Noon. where they were like he was just one of like the train robbers with Owen Wilson,
Yeah.
and yeah, that movie was like what 2002. You know, I mean, it's so long ago, but he's been just around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, dude, I'm just looking at, I mean, he plays like a lot of children's TV too.
Hmm.
Um but like a lot of adult shit too. That's crazy. That's like pretty cool that you can like you're not shunned because you do movies that are like fucking dirtier than shit all the way
Yeah,
to or TV, you know, or like cartoons. But then all of a sudden go all the way to like children's
yeah,
cartoons, you know.
yeah.
But
Well,
like
I
then
mean,
you're like that you're like that kid that it's like, wait a second, that guy's voice sounds familiar. I
yeah.
remember him growing up. But
So
yeah,
yeah, he was on The Shield, and then Justified. He was on Vice Principals, The Righteous Gemstones, which I have not watched, but I hear is funny as hell.
yeah.
Um,
Men in
he
Black.
he was in Predators.
He was the Tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Buzz Lightyear.
you're looking at fucking
Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton. I'm talking about Walton Goggins.
Bro, we were talking about Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, but then we got on to Walton Goggins. Anyways, but yeah, he's got Patrick. He's got a freaking huge list of stuff that he's done, but most of it is just voice. I
Yeah.
think he was in that. What was that show that he was in? That sitcom where it had what's his face? That skinny little blonde guy, David Spade.
Um, hold on, I see the picture for it. Crowded.
Is that it?
Yeah, they were in prison, or he was in.
No,
David
no,
Spade was in prison.
no, no.
No, well, they're just showing a scene where David Spade's in prison, and then Patrick Warburton's visiting him.
Rules of Engagement.
Oh, isn't that a Charlie Sheen show?
No.
No, anger. Was it anger management that they gave him after he fucking went crazy and got AIDS and got kicked off 2.5 Men?
Are you talking about David
Charlie Sheen.
Spade? Charlie
No, it's
Sheen?
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, it's something weird. I don't know what they. Some show that didn't do anything.
But Rules of Engagement, no, I've never seen that actually.
Yeah, that
So
he actually was hilarious in that show. Patrick Warburton.
here's a picture of Rules of Engagement. Damn, '07. Looking like almost 20
Yeah,
years.
07 to 13. It was a pretty good
God,
run.
they were so young. They're like little babies back then. It's fucking wild. It's a fucking wild how you age. But yeah, dude, it was fucking wild though. On Saturday, you couldn't walk. We couldn't really see a lot of these actors.
No,
Um, not like in the previous years. Like the previous years, you were able to kind of get back there, and yeah, you could see them, and
yeah,
that's. I think that's the coolest part of it. You know, I like.
yeah. I mean,
I kind of. I don't know how you feel, but I just don't really want to meet them. I just like seeing them. I don't know. I
yeah,
just I just know I'm going to pay money and I'm not going to it's not going to be like being acquainted with them and like, getting to know them and it's like, you don't want to like have to try to like leave an impression hoping that they remember you like, you know,
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
5 years from now you run back into them and they're like, "Yeah, I remember you. You left an impression on me." And it's like like it's like the fucking elevator pitch. Like I'm sure there's nerds out there that like think about that. Like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say?
hmm
It's got to
hmm
be good. they gotta, if it's bad, they'll never remember me. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you pay all that
Yeah.
money, and you know,
I I think people have a weird misconception that them meeting them and having a conversation gives them some type of self-worth.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
right,
Like, I'm not downplaying. Like, yes, it's very cool that you met somebody, but
yeah,
it doesn't, like, by you meeting somebody doesn't make you a better person. You know what I mean? It doesn't make
no,
you cooler than other people. Like, yes, you paid money to
absolutely,
go see somebody and talk to them for like a few minutes, maybe. If that betters you and gives you a better self esteem, by all means, fine. But if you have the idea in your brain that by meeting them and, oh, they talked to me a little bit longer than that person, and that makes you better. Because, and the only reason I'm bringing this up, so on Facebook, I was part of this, or still am part of like a Facebook or Fan Expo Chicago group,
yeah,
and it's just all the fans, and most of them are just terrible, terrible, nerdy people that just
yeah.
complain about the world and, oh, they didn't help me, and I've got disabilities, and everybody's in a wheelchair, or their dad broke his leg, or a lot of
Oh,
it was just people bitching about this
yeah,
stuff.
dude. When I was, oh my god, I forgot to tell you this. So when I was waiting for you, to get out of the bathroom in the main lobby area where,
Yeah,
where the bathroom and the fountains and all that shit were.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So I'm kind of waiting there, and one of the workers comes, and he's coming down those stairs, and he's telling people that are sitting there, like, "Hey, you're gonna have to move. This is a fire hazard."
yeah,
This lady just got extremely like fucking bitchy with this guy, and she's like, "What do you mean? There's nowhere else to fucking sit around here." He's like, "Ma'am, you can't sit here. It's a safety thing." And she's like, "You don't have seats anywhere." He's like, "Ma'am, please, you have to move out of the way. You can stand over there." And she's like, like pulling the age card where,
yeah.
all this crap. She's like, "Get me a fucking wheelchair then." I swear to God, like this lady literally said, "Get me a fucking wheelchair" to the guy. And I just kind of like, I just got up and laughed. I'm like, this is fucking crazy right now. like, you know, and like the guy tells her, "I don't know where they're at," and then walks away. I'm like, oh, great. So she's probably one person that fucking left that comment there
it, it's the entitlement that these people feel, like,
at a
and I get
Comic
it,
Con.
like, if
At a
you
Comic Con of all
at a
places.
like, you're going to a place that literally is about walking around. It's a convention.
Yeah.
It's not a sit and like wait for people thing. It's not like, hey, sit around here, sit around there. Like, you walk around, like, get with it.
People,
And
I bought Mural Moab hiking shoes just so I could have the right support for this thing. Two
yeah,
days of walking. If I had just regular shoes, I wouldn't have been there Saturday. No
yeah,
way. My feet would have been
yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck
I
that
think
old
that
lady. Fuck her.
the
Some Moabs.
no, honestly though, like, I can understand to a certain extent. Like, yeah, you've got some type of disability, or you're wheelchair bound, or this and that. But, like, the amount of people that were complaining about, like, oh, they didn't have this for wheelchair people, or that, or they didn't give us accommodations where we could go to the front of the line. It's like, just because you're disabled doesn't mean you get dibs. This isn't a fucking ride at
Yeah, what
a
is this,
goddamn theme
Disneyland?
park. Yeah, like, I just, that drives me nuts. Like, they want to be treated equally, but at the same time, you have to make accommodations for them. It's like, you're going to some place,
Yeah.
right? They don't have to do shit for you, even though there's probably some type of law that protects you people. And I'm not
Well,
like hating on them,
they just have
but
to have
like,
wheelchair accessibility, and they do.
exactly,
There's ramps everywhere. There's automatic doors. I don't know, dude.
right?
I'm with you. Yeah, it's an entitlement
The
thing.
the walkways weren't wide enough. The fuck, they weren't. They were wide. It's just there was a million goddamn people there. Like, I don't care who you are. You're just not going to get down that lane. Remember when we were there and that wheelchair guy kept on trying to run our feet over?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like every lane we went down, like the dude was just gunning for us.
It's like I want you to have fun, but like if you're gonna resort to shit like that, yeah, like people, listen, we're not exaggerating here when we said like this guy's trying to run our feet over. These people were bumping into us. Like they were literally not like accidentally. Like they were like, if they had a motorized one, like, they were like
They didn't give a fuck.
right, they were like bump and like move it, and it's like watch yourself, dude. I'm gonna fucking cripple that hand, and then how the fuck are you gonna move
Right.
now,
I'm going to push you out of
motherfucker?
that chair and
I'm
take
gonna
that chair
I'm
away.
gonna fucking pull that battery out of that chair.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
cut
go
the
throw.
wires.
I'm gonna go throw it like 30 feet away so you can stare at it and not be able to fucking move. You fucking dick.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that was a big thing that people were complaining about on
Yeah.
this thing with the ADA or whatever,
The
the
88
disabilities. But
Americans with
the other
Disabilities.
thing the other thing that people were complaining about, they were like, either people took too long in line trying to chit chat with with the celebrities, like during an autograph and shit, and like some people just complained about it. The other people were, well, I paid money, so I'm gonna take my time and do whatever I feel and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, again, these people have such an entitlement that they think that they're so much better than somebody else
I
because
know.
just because they bought a ticket to meet somebody. I have a ticket to meet Mark Hamill. Great. Go meet Mark Hamill. You know how much you mean to him? Zero. He doesn't give a shit. He gives a shit about your money. That's it.
And like
Like,
like Mark Hamill overall, like he gives a shit that you care about the work he does, and yeah, and the money that you will like yeah, and the money that you will pay because you value his work. But like, yeah, he doesn't like give a shit that like, oh, you made this fucking costume to replicate, Luke Skywalker from fucking,
yeah.
Return of the Jedi. Like, hey, Mark, I made this suit to replicate your Return of the Jedi when you're jumping off like Jabba's boat there, and yeah, and, like you did that. Next,
Or the people that give them gifts is insane. Like, you're giving a gift to a person that you've never met and you mean nothing to them, and they probably, once everything is all done, they take that gift and they turn to the person next to them when they go behind the curtain. They're like, what the fuck is this?
take it. You
Like,
want it?
this one lady made a picture of herself and this actor or actress or whoever it was, and gave them this picture that she drew. It was a fantastic looking picture. She did a great job, but that's fucking weird. Like, I don't care. You're obsessing over a person that is pretending to be somebody else for their job, and
Yeah.
you think that giving them something again makes you worth more, or that you're a better person for that.
You know what,
Like, these
Jared?
people make so much money.
I wish in the profession we were in, I wish those people did that shit for us. Make us fucking drawings of themselves and like
I
us.
mean, I would take some drawings and shit. That'd be pretty neat, you
Yeah.
know. But
Mark Hamill though, if he got that, he'd probably like, oh, thank you. Hands it to the assistant, send it to the incinerator.
yeah, right. Put it in the black hole room.
I
Yes,
don't
this is
know,
my
Mark.
room
I
where,
think I want to put it in my back room with all the other creepy pictures I have of you.
right.
That's what his
Like,
assistant said.
the only thing I could think of is that meme of Wolverine with the picture, and he's like petting it, and like,
Just a
he's like, is that
fan.
what you? Yeah, it's like, is that what you think that this person does, that when they get that picture? You're like, oh, I'm gonna put it up in my hallway. This is going on the fridge, like, no, that's not how this shit works. I don't know. It's
I'm
just
gonna
weird.
make that TikTok, and then when you see the picture frame, it's just gonna say the caption. Every fucking nerd at a Comic Con
Yeah.
talking to an actor. I don't know.
I mean,
Or
to each their
whatever
own.
what every
But
nerd at a Comic Con thinks their hero is
does up
doing.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
get
I'll
a.
have to hash that one out.
I don't find any value in meeting. You know what they always say: never meet your heroes, because then you realize that they're just turds, anyways. And again, that's the same idea with this. It's like I'm sure they're, some of them are nice. I've heard that, Tamara Morrison's an amazing person and all this and that. Great. It doesn't
Yeah.
change anything with my life that I met somebody. I got to see all these people. I thought that was neat. It's like, hey, look at that fucking person. And
Jared, you
like,
met the Mandalorian. We're fucking promoting you. You know
right?
famous people now.
Right.
Holy shit. Get the
This
fuck
guy's
out of
this
here.
everybody get out of here. This guy's cooler than all of you.
Yeah.
Give him a raise. He met Mark Hamill.
We're firing all of you because Jared fucking met he met fucking
Hay-
the soup
Hayden
Nazi.
Christian. Yeah, the soup.
He met the
No
soup
soup for you.
Nazi.
Come back 1 year.
Yeah.
Uh and I think the funniest thing, so again, so obviously my brother came with us,
Yeah.
and uh the one lady uh who plays Deadpool's wife in the movie,
Yeah.
whatever her name is, um she came out from behind to take a selfie with, like, because you could pay for selfies at the table too, which is again insane.
Yeah.
But she comes up from behind the table, and my brother's like, "Man, she's a lot shorter than I thought she'd be." I'm like, "How fucking tall did you think she was? She's a woman. It's not like it's not like these people are superhuman." Like, I, I
There's a
think
lot of tricks in Hollywood, right? Yeah,
yes,
they
yeah.
put a lot. They put lifters in the shoes, and they can make people appear
I
to
mean,
be.
Tom Cruise is like 5'4". He's a small man. I mean, he would be good for playing small Wolverine in like real life.
He could have played
But
the part, any part that Peter Dinklage plays.
yeah. He should have been one of the dwarves in Snow White.
They
But
they should give Peter Dinklage lifters.
yeah, and then have him and Tom Cruise be in a movie together.
Same size.
But I just thought it was funny because we have such, even again, kind of going back to that idea of, oh, I'm going to meet this person, I'm going to be better
Yeah.
for that. We have this idea in our head that we see these movies with people and we idolize them, and then you go and meet them and they're just regular people, and that idea in your head just goes away. Like I said, like,
Yeah.
how tall did you think that woman was? She is a woman. The average height of a woman is anywhere between like 5 foot and 5'4" or 5'5". Like, that's probably
Yeah.
even tall. That's just the average height of a woman. Yeah, in the movies they look taller, but they're just like any other normal person, you know
Well, like think about like Corey Feldman. Like how many
He's
like
awful.
so that was years ago, right? He came to
Mhm.
Fan Expo, and like you saw all the ladies that obviously were teenagers from the 80s, or all yeah ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for a second. I thought I had my words mixed up because ladies and 80s rhymes, and it just like sounded like I was just saying the same thing over. But no, yeah, there's like all these ladies that looked
Yeah.
like they were like teens from the 80s,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, dude, it was fucking
Weird.
weird. But like I don't know, I just like think about it, like you watch his concerts and you see how much of a fucking dickhead and like how disorganized and like just a mess like his stuff is, and like how he's trying so hard to produce like this super awesome like experience, and like hypes himself up to be like the next fucking like Michael Jackson, you know.
Yeah. Which is creepy.
Right, but
Well,
and then like
was
but
was
he's
it
a
you that showed me the wife swap episode he was on with his angels thing? Oh no, you didn't. I don't know if I sent this to you. he has like a program. I don't know if he does it anymore, but there used to be a show on MTV like Wife Swap or something.
Yeah.
So for a while, Corey Feldman was running this like basically it was like I can get you into Hollywood type thing. You come and live with me and you pay me money. You can stay at my house and I'll hook you up with like my people, but you have to like go through my program and you're only going to eat this food and you're going to walk around my house in lingerie and all this weird shit. And he like called them his angels. And
Fucking gross.
dude, it was so weird. Like, look it up. And then he did this like wife swap thing on the show, and he's like, "Well, when people come and live with me, I expect them to follow the rules in my house, and blah blah blah." And the lady's like, "I'm just wearing a pair of jeans. It's comfy." He's like, "Yeah, but I want you to be like more comfortable and like your pajamas or like a little like night top or something like that." And she's like, "I'm not going to do that." And he's like, "I don't understand why people don't respect my house." And like, dude, he's so messed up. I can't
Yeah,
believe he's touring with Limp Bizkit right now.
I know that's messed up.
It's
That
got to
is
be a
messed up.
joke. Like, I don't know, whatever.
Wait, back to so Deadpool's chick, uh,
Hmm.
what is it,
In the
Marina
movie,
Bakara?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
you're saying she's short in real life?
yes.
Hmm.
She's well. I mean, you
I'm
could
kind of
probably
with there
look.
with your brother, but yeah, no, I mean, obviously, there,
Well,
but yeah. And then didn't you guys see Gina Carano as well? She's
yeah,
like
you saw her.
short as hell
She's
too,
short
right?
as fuck too. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
So speaking of short people, so like, remember we were walking around with your
Well, see, she's
brother?
not short though. She's 5'7",
Oh,
but I mean, she's still short.
maybe you guys are
But
tall.
maybe,
Maybe
I
that's
mean,
the
I'm
problem because
five
like, well,
eleven.
a lot of cameras are always kind of like looking up in a way. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like, that does to an extent make somebody look taller. You know what I mean? So when you're
yeah,
sitting at home and like yeah, I guess when you kind of that's the magic of editing, right? And like it kind of looks taller, and so you would assume like, yeah, they're going to be like 6 feet tall when I meet them, or if I see them
yeah,
in real life, and then you realize how big you are compared to them, and it's like, oh, I didn't expect that, and that's because
yeah.
you fell for the suspense of disbelief while watching
Yes.
that show, and yeah, fell into that bullshit, man.
You
It's
know
not
who's
bullshit.
actually tall as fuck?
Who?
Jeff Goldblum.
I believe it.
He's 6'4".
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I know. That makes it even that much worse that he's that creepy tall.
Oh,
Like,
I know. He's always looking down on everybody.
yeah, given his you know, the thing about it is
Sir,
you know,
sir, the slaves have
the
have
slaves. Oh,
revolted.
I don't like that word.
Don't use that word.
Revolted?
Um,
The
no.
prisoners with jobs.
So I'm seeing an advertisement on the Fan Expo website. Oh my god! So remember we were walking, and all of a sudden that little fucking midget lady
Oh,
from State Farms like, you want a bobblehead?
oh
We're
my
like,
god, that was so
we're like,
creepy.
yeah, we were like, no, no, and she's like jumping up into it, like she's like running between our legs and shit, trying to stop us. Like literally, she was running between our legs because that's how small she
Yeah.
was to do it. And yeah, she's like, come on, get a bobblehead, and be your picture on there. And we're like, we don't want a picture of us on a bobblehead. Like,
She's like, you can put any face on there. And I'm like, uh,
I'm gonna
just
put,
go away.
I'm gonna put your face on there.
Like that lady was probably, honestly, maybe 3 feet tall. Maybe. I think that's pushing it. Like
This is
you could have
really
probably
small,
stood
man.
while you were standing and she was standing, she would probably be like crotch height.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like dude, if she wanted to take us out, like she would run between our legs and just headbutt our nuts. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
take
Like
us
she could
down.
literally bite your ankles.
We got an ankle biter here. Do you like comics?
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the vendors.
Yeah, dude. So, oh my god.
I mean, there was the usual vendors. I mean, you're gonna find the weird junk, the very specific stuff, swords, fucking
Yeah,
the amount of Legos this year was extremely surprising to me.
yeah. Because I feel like last year there was only like two
Yeah,
Lego stands. This year there was like five. Very
there's at
saturated.
least 5, and they were all big, like
Yeah.
big booths of Legos, which there was just like, what the hell is going on?
I
Yeah,
I don't know how
that was
they.
strange.
I don't know how they like accept this stuff. You know. Or you'll have like one vendor that will have multiple booths.
Yeah,
Like that Dungeons and Dragons booth.
yeah,
No, not that, not the people doing the games, but it was they were selling like the horns and like the horn cups and all
yeah.
that.
The
Yeah,
dice and
they
shit.
had at least two stands. They had another one that sold like, but like that big stand was like everything I feel like repeated. It wasn't like,
Yes.
so like, didn't matter which end you were kind of looking at, you were kind of looking at the same stuff,
Yeah.
sort of deal. So um but yeah,
Yeah.
these, but dude, the Pokeballs, oh my god, I think I took a picture of them. But like, yeah,
I
they were
bet
those.
you can get those for a lot cheaper
Yeah, you could
than
probably get them for.
$45.
They were $45. Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't
Yeah.
buy it. It would have been a
They
dumb
were neat
purchase.
though.
They were
I mean, it'd be
neat.
cool to have on your desk and shit. I mean,
So what they were is, it was a piece of glass that was in shape of a Pokeball, but then they had laser etched in there the actual Pokemon, so as if it was like, that's your Pokemon you caught, and then it had this cool LED light on the bottom that kind of like changed colors and stuff, really like highlighting that laser image and shit. So it was, I'm like, that's so dope. I wanted to buy it so bad, but
what you should have bought was the thick Squirtle blanket.
oh yeah, dude, the thick blankets. So the thick blankets were like all these Pokemon cards, it like imprinted on them, but they were Pokemons that had like big asses, and it was like,
The thick Jigglypuff.
yeah, thick Pikachu, thick Squirtle, thick Charmander, shit like that. It's like, who comes up with that? Like,
Weirdos.
and like, it's funny because it's like, this is a family friendly. This is supposed to be family friendly, but like, there's a lot of
Oh,
sex
it
references.
sells. Nerds don't get a lot of that, so they had to do something.
I
I
don't
mean, look
know,
at all the
man.
mouse pads that were asses or boobs. The
You know
mouse
what I
pads.
learned? You know what I learned about mouse pads actually? So
What?
that part where that cushion, so that's not supposed to support your wrist while you're using it. That's supposed to be a spot where you rest. You just, when you're not using your mouse or something. Because I've been getting physical therapy and I learned that.
Really? I have that on my mouse pad.
Yeah, so you shouldn't like
Move my mouse
you
around.
just want to keep your wrist straight like
Yeah.
this, while you're moving your mouse and shit, and while you're typing too, obviously. But then when you're done, then you rest it on there. I don't know. That's what I was
I
told.
mean,
I
I've got
was told by a
this is
doctor. Not
my
a
thing
doctor, but
for my my hands for my keyboard, and then I've got this floppy thing with the for my mouse pad. So I shouldn't get the one with the boobs on it.
yeah. So everybody,
The,
you saw what Jared just had right there. So there's a mouse pad with that. Yeah, pretty much where the rest were just a pair of titties. Tiddis, not
yeah,
Tiddys.
yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Or there was like ass cheeks of
Yeah,
a anime character.
yeah. No, it's
So weird.
it's
So
wild. It's wild, like how dirty it gets there. It's wild how dirty some of the older folks get too. Um,
I'm 90 years old. Look at my nipples.
yeah, right. No, but there was one vendor in particular that was just fucking weird, and it was the Calico comic. So at the first Fan Expo, I fell for this, and I didn't buy a subscription or anything, but I bought like 3 comics, part of a package deal they were sending, and I've been getting emails from them ever since to buy comics.
Hmm.
But like this guy comes out of nowhere, and it's just like, do you guys like comics? And like literally gets up into our faces as we turn the corner. He wasn't in our faces. He like came right behind us, right? And then
Yeah.
we kind of looked back, and then we're like, I don't know why I said it. It just like came out as an impulse, and I'm just like, yeah, we're already subscribed to this. I subscribe to this. Yeah, Calico, and the guy's like, oh, thank you so much. I'm
I
like,
mean, the only way to visualize this for anybody that's just listening to, imagine, think of the movie or the Batman background where Batman's parents get killed in like a dark alley, right? By
yeah,
some just like stranger guy with a gun.
yeah,
That feel like the whole feeling of that is how this guy approached us. Like I as soon as he said a word, like I felt like he was whispering or blowing in my ear as he said, like, "Do you guys like comics?" And like I expected a gut to turn and see a guy with a trench coat and like open it up, and like either he was naked and then had comics in the trench coat or like watches or something. But as
what?
soon as he said,
Yeah,
like, "Do you guys like the first word out of his mouth was like, "Do," and like I covered my asshole
yeah.
immediately.
I clinched. I didn't put my hands back there, but I clinched. I not
Like I
even.
cupped the front
I had
and
a.
made my butt inaccessible.
I did a John Claude Van Damme clinch where
Oh yeah,
you can't penetrate that.
you
It's
could
it's
have
probably
broke a
one of
walnut with that.
right. It's probably one of the hardest clinches you'd ever see in your life, and I was able to achieve that. You know,
Yeah,
protection. You
yeah,
gotta protect
yeah.
yourself somehow.
I never thought of it that way. Maybe I'll start working on that.
Yeah, start working those glutes. Doing those
Yeah,
squats.
yeah.
Before you know it, yeah, you'll be crushing everything and preventing. If the wife ever,
Penetration.
if the wife ever pulls out the old peg, you sit there and be like, nope, I did my workouts. You're not getting fucking in there tonight. You know,
Trying to get you
oh,
with that
that
big old
the big old,
cucumber.
yeah, the big old fuck you, dude. No, but you know what it reminded me of when this guy came up to us. So you ever, the guy Rob Huber or Hubel?
No.
He's a comedian, and he was in Funny or Die that used to be on
Yeah.
HBO, and he did this skit called "Do You Want to See a Dead Body?" And so it was hilarious, dude. He would just come run out of nowhere, and he'd come up to like it would be like another actor. So one of them was fucking I think what's his name? I can't think of it. His dad played Frank Costanza. Oh, Ben Stiller. Sorry.
Ben Still. No,
Yeah.
that's
No,
not
that's
Ben Stiller.
that's Frank
Uh,
Stiller, but I'm talking about
Jerry,
or Jerry Stiller. Yeah, I
Ben
meant
and Jerry.
but I meant Ben Stiller though. So Ben Stiller was
Okay.
in this, and yeah. So this dude Rob Hubel, literally like this guy at Comic Con or at Fan Expo runs up to him like literally in his face, and he's just like, "Do you want to see a dead body?" And then like all of a sudden it's like no, but then like he gets him like into it, and then they end up going on like an adventure through LA and like walking through like aqueducts and shit like that, like in the tunnels, and then all of a sudden you'll just see this like they'll have like somebody dressed up as a dead body and they just poke it with the stick and shit. It's
Jesus.
fucking weird, but it's just like whoever he brings along, they get annoyed because it's like it takes forever to find it. He's like, no,
Yeah.
it's right this way. Come on. And it'll like be like a whole day's worth of like fucking hiking just randomly in
To
LA.
go see a dead body.
Yeah. So, but that's what that reminded me of, and I'm just like, fuck, this guy's gonna murder us. Got my butt
Ugh.
cheeks clenched. I got my defensive stance. I'm squaring off. I'm
Yeah.
eyeing him down, making sure I know where he's coming, where his next move's going to be. You know, all that good, good garbage. But you remember that seeing the comic though, Boobs? I wanted to kind of fucking get that one, see what
Yes.
that was all about. It's probably like nothing
Like,
to do with boobs too, or it is just like this crime fighting where just there's everybody's titties are out. That's all I can imagine.
the one thing that got me, and I mean,
Boobs.
while it was neat, like that the guy took the time to do it, was that wire. Like he made those things out of wire, like the
Yeah,
characters out of wire that
they kind
really
of
didn't look anything
they
like
look
what.
like they look like melted like action figures. Like you left them in the car or put a
Yeah,
fucking magnifying glass up against it in the sun.
yeah, yeah. It looked like it
They're
was supposed to be
distorted.
something, but it melted.
It's like there's you're like looking at it and you're just not sure if your eyes are fucked up, and it's like, wait, isn't this supposed to like be like fucking like rigid and like have like you know
Here, look at this, but now squint your eyes really tight. And
yeah,
now what does it look like? Well, it kind of looks like this
kind of looks like
character.
Optimus Prime. Yeah, it
Yeah, sure, sure.
kind of looks like the
Like,
Hulk. Otherwise,
right?
it's just a bunch of wires that are green, just all like fucking frail,
There's no
frayed out.
separation in it.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said,
it's
I
just
can
a ball of
appreciate.
wire.
Yeah, I can appreciate what the guy did. Like, it probably took him some time, and he's like actually making designs out of these things. But the end product, I don't think was to the caliber that you'd imagine. Like, hey, I want to have a bunch of these in my house. Like, nah, no, not really.
Right.
And the that too, and like the this year, I don't think that the cosplay people, other than the one at the very end, the Carnage cosplay, was really that good.
I don't even
Like as
know
far as
who the person who won. I didn't even see their booth. It was like Ode Odefell, but it's like,
some people don't have a booth, I don't think.
oh, yeah. I guess you got to pay for it, probably. Yeah, I was surprised to see that Anne cosplay kind of came in like the last place. She didn't even come in the top three.
Well, hers were so, like you said, all of them were like
Th-
gender
Yeah, it's
swapped.
right. She takes like all these male roles from like superheroes like Homelander and she do like Captain America. Oh no, she did Winter Soldier, right? I think was
Hmm.
another one, and so she does all like these male superheroes and puts her own twist to it. I mean, I guess like it. I don't think it's her trying to be a tomboy. It's more or less like you look at it like a multiverse thing, you know. So like
Yeah.
in this
I mean, they weren't
universe, there's a
bad, but it's
no.
just.
I think she does. I would have expected her to be up higher in this list. Is what I'm kind of getting at
Oh, okay, yeah.
here. Like I said, I don't know who the fuck Ode Fell is, and then Swearin or Siren cosplay. It looks like she's dressed in like a Zelda fucking costume. Like, I guess I guess people like Zelda still. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in the Zelda stuff.
I
Remember
know.
that one lady that didn't wear anything? That was like a Zelda costume.
There's a lot
It
of
was kind of
people like
gross.
that.
I mean, it's always the people that don't belong wearing it that are wearing it, honestly. And like, I'm
Yeah.
not body shaming people, but at the same time, like, I'm body shaming. Like, it's just, no. Like, we don't
Listen,
need to be seeing that.
That is the
Because,
thing about Comic-Con. It's, where you can be free, I guess. I mean, like,
but is it? Like,
I
is that
don't,
really what we're trying to project here?
I don't know, dude. It's freedom.
I,
But I I didn't really see too many like transgender men, wearing like dresses and shit. I guess
except for
that's
that
the.
just walking piece of melanoma.
Oh yeah, I forgot about fucking Melanova Ivy. This dude dressed up as Poison Ivy, just like had freckles everywhere and moles. Just
No, those were not
big.
freckles. That was like chunks of dark skin that shouldn't have
That
been dark.
person only has like a month to live. Like for real. Like that's how like bad fucking
For
melanoma
sure.
on him.
Oh my god, it
I
was
wanted
bad.
to go up to him and be like, dude, you get checked, right? Like every like fucking 6 months. Like, please
They need
tell
to be
me.
checked like every week.
Yeah, like you do
That
like
was bad, dude.
you
That
do like
was
emergency
horrible.
ones too, right, man? Like you go like every 3 now. I don't know.
Like I think this one moved.
What about the fucking chick though? She had the fucking the dragon arm.
Oh yeah,
She did that 2 days in a row, right?
yeah. You can't do 2 days in a row of the same shit.
Dude, she's
Like that's
probably in physical therapy too, getting her fucking elbow worked on, fucking
yeah,
tennis elbow. She probably got fucking tennis elbow like I did. I wasn't cosplaying. I was doing fucking yard work, bitches.
yeah,
Fucking looking pretend like fucking dragons. I
yeah.
don't know. No,
There's some weird shit.
so overall Fan Expo was great. It was crowded as crap. There's two
Yeah,
things I want to get at here. So number one, all right, I want to get this out there, people. So we were at the fucking at the D&D table
yeah,
on the Friday, and there was a chick talking to us, and she was dressed up as Tasha Yar from Star Trek, but she was like a version of Tasha Yar that gets like fucking murdered or something, So
yeah.
she had a tear in her shirt. Now, Jared and I see this way two different ways here, and I don't know. So I'm just gonna say my side here, and I mean, I personally don't think her boobs were exposed at all. I think she had like a fake plastic boob plate that she had like fake blood on there, and I don't think she was like, I I don't think there were any like nipple plays or anything going on. I swear I saw a fucking seam going down the center here.
No,
Now maybe she could have had a heart surgery a long time ago. I don't know, but I was actually in such a disagreement with Jared on this that I was ready to ask that chick like, "You are wearing a fucking plastic plate right now, right?" And she
it
probably
was
would have.
not.
She was gonna be like, "Yeah, I am. You fucking
No,
perverts. You're not playing fucking D&D now. Get the fuck out of here."
it was not. Listen, it was just her with weird, like fake blood, and I'm almost 100% sure that she had like just like little covers over
I don't
the
know.
the nipples, and that was just her. Because here's the thing, and not knocking anything, but the way that they were designed, if it were to be fake, they weren't great.
No, I don't think they
You
were
know what
supposed to be. I mean, Tasha
they were,
Yar doesn't really have big boobs either.
but either way, like if you're gonna buy some kind of fake boob plate, usually they don't look that obscure. You know what I mean? It's like somewhat symmetrical, maybe, whatever.
I don't know, man.
Those were too
Wait, wait.
awkwardly designed to be something fake.
There's
You
actually,
know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It was too natural of a. They were very small. They weren't. I would shouldn't. They just weren't right. They weren't big. They weren't small, but they weren't. They were separated very far apart.
I don't know, man.
it was too naturally weird for them to be a fake thing that would have been a plate. Because if you go look for like a boob plate online, it's going to have something where there's like almost cleavage or something
I
going
have
on.
not.
You
I
know what I
actually have
mean?
not looked for a boob plate
I'm
online.
just saying,
I should though.
if you do,
Do that
that's
in
probably what's going to
incognito
show up.
mode though. You don't want to do that on the regular search browser. And all of a sudden, like someone gets on your computer, starts looking up like like I don't know, breast something, and then all of a sudden it's
Weird
like
boob plates.
yeah, weirdboobplates.com or something like that come up, you know. Um. So yeah, I mean, it's just like proof that like two people can see something totally different. It's kind of a interesting. I don't know. Do you call that a paradox?
Yeah, the boob plate
The
paradox.
boob
That's what
plate
they call it.
paradox.
It's right up there with
The Rick Astley one.
the Rick Astley paradox.
He'll never let you down, but he'll never give you up.
Exactly.
Okay, so there is that, and then the last thing is so very crowded, right? So unfortunately, so when we were all leaving and we were going to pay for parking, dumbass me left my ticket in the car, and so I had to go run up all the way upstairs in the elevator, and I was trying like hell to come back down so I could just jump in line with you guys and just fucking. I wasn't gonna even care. I'm gonna be like, dude, I was with
Yeah.
them. These are my bros. But anyways,
Yeah.
so I come down and Jared and his brother just finished and they're fucking walking away, going back up the elevator. I'm like, fuck. So I had to go outside, wait in the line again. And then finally we get inside. And I forget how the conversation got brought up, but the guy in front of me ends up telling me that because it was so crowded, he was pissed. He's probably one of those people
Mhm.
that put one of those fucking comments up there. But he he said he had prepaid for like three celebrities to get
Mhm.
autographs, and apparently because there were so many people, they cut people off. They said, "Oh, if you're standing
Yeah.
here, we're not doing it. You're not getting an autograph." And then he was telling me, I don't know if he was just being like a little whiny bitch about it. I don't know, but
Mhm.
I don't know if he was, but like he kind of was like, yeah, and there's no refund either. They're not giving me a refund for this, so I guess I'm gonna have to charge it back. And I'm just like, really? They wouldn't give you a fucking refund for it if you?
I heard that though. I
Oh,
heard
for
that
real?
same thing that like if you prepaid for it,
It's not
you
guaranteed.
there's not a guarantee or something. Yeah, because like they're only there for certain periods of time, so like it's up to you to get in line at the right time.
And then there's the affirm line, and they take care of the affirm people first.
I financed these autographs at 29% interest just so I could get Mark Hamill's autograph at $700 a pop.
I want to buy 6 of these samurai swords. Just put it on my affirm account.
Yeah, and just not pay it.
Yeah. And
That
then the
that's
repo
like
men come, and then you just start fending them off with fucking samurai swords. Yeah, come get it, bitch.
yeah.
You know, and
Quick,
you're
go
going
grab
to
my nunchucks.
and you're going to jail for murder. Because you
Fucking
used
affirm.
fucking
Yeah, they get you.
affirm killing America, selling swords and killing repo men.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, dude. That I think a good honorable mention before we go here. Wasn't there that chick that had like the titties that were just like she was sitting down and they were like literally touching the ground with her or whatever? Yeah,
Which one is Oh, yeah.
yeah. It was actually over by the D&D table
Yeah.
too.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that was impressive. That was like they were kind of reminded me of the chick that was on the remember the Man Show years ago
Yeah.
with Adam Carolla and that other fuckface Jimmy
Jimmy
Kimmel.
Kimmel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Before he turned into a homo.
But anyways, yeah, they bring this chick on that like owns a bar and she's got like massive tits, like they're big, and then like she's like crushing Foster cans with them, like she's just like
Yeah.
lopping them over. Like that is burned in my head. I will never forget that. Thank you, man. Show.
Like the cleavage between the length of it that this lady had was probably a good 24 inches.
She like, dude, it like she should get hired to be in like a horror movie or something
Something
or
like
like maybe she should be
she's
in The
a
Boys and
serial
like
killer.
her her titty turn into like little fucking like octopuses and shit like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I
It
just
was
lost.
impressive.
I think I just lost everybody just now.
Yeah.
Fucking octopus titties. What are you talking about, dude?
You never know.
What is going
It's the
on?
next character.
Yeah.
My arch nemesis.
But otherwise, I think like next year, I definitely like this is what I hate about it. Like they don't have a schedule until like a week before, so it's like and then you're kind of like scrambling trying to figure out like what you want to see, and then like and then like things are conflicting too. Like they
Yeah.
run things at the same time, and it's like, well, it's like to go here, do I go there? And
Yeah.
so like I hope they kind of whoever they have next year, if they're good people, space it out better. And don't put
I hope
fucking
that they have. Uh, we definitely will keep going on Fridays though, because Friday
yeah,
is definitely the day to like get shit done,
absolutely.
like do our own thing and drink beer. Because the next day is just a shit show.
I
You can't get beer fast enough.
Yeah, I would like to go on the Sunday part because like I just wonder if like all that stuff then is actually goes on fucking sale.
But a lot of people don't want to have to pack it up and bring it with them.
Right. Yeah,
The lighter
absolutely.
the load, the easier.
Or it's not that they discount it, it's more or less you end up haggling it and they're like, fuck it,
Yeah,
I'll take $20 for this $500 sword.
but I don't know if I could do 3 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like 2 days is probably more than enough, unless there's something that you really need
You'd
on
have to
Sunday.
you'd have to like down a bottle of Tuss and shoot up some ketamine, and then you'd be fine for sure.
Yeah,
You'd do it.
shroom it out, man. We should just get a bunch of
Yeah,
shrooms and
day
go.
3, shroom it out, and then we're fucking sitting in the corner because the chick with the massive titties turning into octopuses, and we don't know what the fuck we're looking at. You know, they just
My
turned
arch
into
nemesis.
octopuses. Like, what are you talking about again, dude?
That's where your affirm sword comes into handy.
Wait, last honorable mention. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I keep dragging it out. Dude, the last honorable mention here is the guy charging his fucking phone, dude. Why won't
Yeah,
it load? This fucking thing won't load. Just yelling it. Like, he had to have gotten ejected. We should just,
something.
we should have just sat and just stared at him. Like,
We should have sat next to him and been like, "Hey, man, is your phone loading?"
hey, man, are you having problems at home? Is there
Yeah.
anything we can do for you? I just, I just want a warm body at night.
Here.
We'll get a heated
just
blanket.
sta- just
No, I
stand
want.
around him with a bunch of aluminum foil so he can't get any reception.
Or he's like, I just want to meet Gina Carano, and I'm just trying to upload this so when I meet her. All right, bro, chill out, settle down.
The fact that who yells in a public space like that over something so trivial?
I think he might have had it like some kind of like disability, you know.
Well, I mean,
He,
most people do.
he, or he's just like that much of a rotten person, and he just like doesn't care. Like,
I mean, that's a possibility also.
yeah. There's all kinds of characters. I'll say my only
Yeah.
complaint is there wasn't enough furries.
I mean, I
No,
think
I don't really give a fuck. I don't really
one
give
is
a
more
fuck.
than enough at any outing.
We need more melatonin or melanoma fucking poison ivy.
Poison ivy. Well, we'll have to see how it goes for C2E2 this year. Got 8 months.
I don't know, man.
That's April. So
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get beta blockers for that because I just don't know if I can handle seeing the guy dressed up as Sonya again. I don't know, man, from Street
Yeah,
Fighter. So
that was a little odd.
yeah, that's C2E2's. It's a
It's a
tough.
different animal.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
But you'll make it alive.
yeah.
So, but yeah, the guys, I would say that's our show tonight. Again, make sure you're following, sharing, checking out tellitrightpodcast.com. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you and have a great day.
Tell It Right Podcast.